Hello and welcome my Tangle buddies and art buddies. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well there. And for this week's lesson, let's start with tangling. So as we go along, I'll try to explain what we are doing. So if this is your first time into Zentangle art, I would just like to brief you about it. Zentangle is a lovely, beautiful abstract art, and we'll be using just pen to the paper. For that, we need this 3.5 inch cardstock, micron woven pen, a pencil, and a tortillon. And these are just the basic tools that we need to create beautiful art. And it's very meditative. It increases a lot of concentration and has power to calm your senses. So if you are in any bad mood, you can quickly come to this little art form and feel relaxed and be released of that anxiety. So I am a certified Zentangle teacher. My name is Aishwarya Darba and I teach this Zentangle art. I conduct workshops for both beginners and advanced. You can look into the description and I'll be posting all the links, and you can find me there on Instagram, Facebook, and you can even contact me through an email and ask about the upcoming courses. And if you'd like to join, please, I'll be very happy to have you along. So here I connected all my 4 dots in the corner and then just roughly connected with the line. For the tangle, we'll create this into few sections. So today our first section will be here with the pencil, and the second goes somewhat here, and the third goes across. So now let us fill up with these sections with a tangle called Hollibaugh. Today we are going to draw the tangle Hollibaugh in its new variation. So for now, just go along with my pace of art. If you feel any confusion, you can just pause this video and you can even rewind it and tangle along. So on all that pencil strings that we chose, I'll be drawing few bands of Hollibaugh. You can choose a thicker or a thinner band. So now for the variation, what we do is we create some holes on this Hollibaugh. So the first hole is here. That is the reason we call this Hollibaugh as a holy Hollibaugh. Very slowly, just like a hole, like a band we're creating. Maybe some tabs to understand. So now what we do is we create a small juncture. We just connect this line to the next. Just follow along. And once again I do the same. And now for my underneath Hollibaugh, I'll just put 2 lines just parallelly going together. So now we create one more tangle that is called static. So static is a very simple one continuous line of tangle. So we just create these kind of zigzags that come out of anywhere outside. Just wherever I find a place, I'm just putting my static tangle. Okay, so now as I come inside this Hollibaugh, I just trace this static and think as though it has gone within this Hollibaugh. Okay, that is it. So now I'll start auraing or just mimicking this line static. So very patiently putting one line together with the other. Keep your pen loose, relax your muscles as you draw these wonky straight static triangle. As you tangle, you can be absorbed into just creating lines. We are just focusing on this small little portion as we draw. So now I turn my tile and come to my comfortable position and I draw the same outline the other side. Let us do some more static, but this time with slight variations. So here I am starting my static on this top and maybe create a thicker and a thinner line. Today my voice is going quite low. I don't know if you are able to hear me, or maybe I would have to put a voice over. Just keep on mimicking the line. I find drawing from my left to right more comfortable. So here I do some more static. Just drawing these lines is a calming experience. It's okay, it doesn't matter if our lines are coming wonky, because static tangle doesn't really judge us. Just without making any judgment to oneself, let us enjoy this process of art. So now I go inside of this Hollibaugh too. So some of my Hollibaugh static can go within this Hollibaugh as well. Now just mimic this. Maybe I just mimic here. So all other static goes out of the Hollibaugh. Here again I draw static tangle, but this time I am not taking inside the Hollibaugh. Just a fun way of playing with the tangles. Just focus on one stroke at a time. There is absolutely no right or wrong or any rhythm to Zentangle. So now what I do is, on these gaps I'll just fill up with ink. Just slowly putting that pen to the paper. If there are any errors you feel, you can just dust it up with inking, and everything fills in very nicely. So now I do the same thing over here. So now within this Hollibaugh we'll create some designs. So I'll just draw the tangle flux, but in different orientation. I'll keep turning my tile as I draw. So since this Hollibaugh has gone within the line, we'll just keep tracing it. create some line and a dot. There is also one tangle from Bunny Right which has the same step out. I am unable to remember the name of the tangle presently, but I'll try to look into it and put it on the description notes. Now I'll just keep drawing this section one by one. This has been one of my go-to patterns. It's beautiful, it's easy and easily done. Yes, now I remember the tangle name. It's called Adalpha by Bunny Right. Recently we lost Bunny Right, and the whole team of Zentanglers, they decided to give a homage to Bunny Right by drawing all her tangles. Some people even took some time to send their favorite art to Bunny Right's family as a piece of gratitude. Just wanted people to know that how much she was loved within the community. So now I just try to fill in some of the statics. Just few here and there, maybe. In this way, you can even clean up of what you have missed. So if you have more lines that are not joining well or have not come cleanly, this is just a fun way to clear up. So now let us create some patterns within the static. So maybe few lines on verticals or horizontal. So you can just do a lot of fun things. Designs and choices are of yours, but I enjoy these small vertical lines. They create such drama with the eyes, and it's so fun to look at. So now I'll do some rounding on this 8 alpha or the tangle flux. Just in the corners I'll create some V-like shape and ink it. Then I'll just darken this top. Okay. Thick and thin line, I'm just playing along. Sorry, I just missed it. I thought I was recording it and it was out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shade this static that is going inside this 2 Hollibaughs. Okay, so we are going to distinguishly make it clear that this part has gone within the Hollibaugh. So we're going to play with lot of grays and black and white in this triangle. I know it's going to be a bit confusing for all of you, but we're just going to focus one part at a time. So let us just slow down and follow. Okay, so now we are going to shade this Hollibaugh that is going within this holy Hollibaugh. Okay, so I'm just going to shade on one side of this flux. I really enjoy putting this graphite smoothly on the paper. Just spreads so lovely. All these cardstocks are of acid-free material and at a very high quality. So if you're looking for purchase of these materials, you can contact me and I can ship it. So now once we have done the basics of this Hollibaugh, let us shade static. So I'm just going to put slight pencil on these lines. Okay. Now for this I would like to put just few pencil shades here and there, maybe a bit thicker than the previous one. I'm going to add some shading over here. Let us do the same thing over here. Just follow along the process. So now I'll take my graphic pen or any thick pen you have. You can use your PN pen or even 08 nib pen, or maybe even thicken the line with your same micron oven pen. So I'm using my graphic one, and I'm going to just draw on this Hollibaugh the outside band. So this is dark, very thick nib of graphic pen. You can watch me how slowly I go along. And the same little thing I'm going to do on this Hollibaugh with the flux, but I'll just do the outside because we already have the inside, isn't it? Wherever necessary, I just add graphic pen. Okay. So now we'll just use our graphite, our tortillon, and just shade and smoothen this graphite that we have put. Here I do it again. And here I do it again. I just want to bring this part of graphite outside slightly. So after our graphic pen has been dried, so let us just put shading along that side of that pen, thick pen we have. Okay, I just want you to shade one side of your Hollibaugh. This time certain things can go inside. So on the black we don't have to put any shading. Okay. Then I smoothen this. Okay, so I just smoothen this part of the gray static. So now I have finished with the shading. So this is just an optional thing. If you have a white jelly roll, say of an 8 size or a 10 size, you can use that now. Okay, so I'm just using my 08 size, and then just on a rough surface just make my jelly roll, start working, and then simply add to the inside of this. So to see that this black line is just passing through this, just creates this double interest over here. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing over here. Just very lightly hold your pen, and I'm going to create this kind of playfulness. Same thing over here. So on my black line, just mimicking that as though a line is passing through this one. So once this dries, I'll again reline this. Again I'll use my jelly roll and correct it. Isn't it fun to see? So on second thoughts, I just felt maybe we can trade on both sides of the Hollibaugh. So let us do that. You can always go back to our old tile and see if it is missing something out, and you do it. So your tangling doesn't end anywhere. You feel like adding something to it, and you can do that. So now I'll take my turtle on and smoothen this out. So it's got dried the first layer of jelly roll. So now I add again on top of it. So this time it nicely lays over the first one. So your jelly roll aid might be thicker than your black pen. Once again, after this dries, you can go back with your black pen and you can clean this up. go over that white jelly roll and clean your lines. So if your gel starts settling in with your micron oven pen, you can just scribble it and remove it, so your micron oven doesn't get blocked. It's that simple. So I hope you enjoyed this class along with me, and I hope to see your artwork on web. So you can hashtag me as Tangle and Inspire and hashtag Tangle InSync, so I can see your artwork and I can comment, I can appreciate. I feel so happy, and maybe I'll try to add you to my stories as well on Instagram. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you again very soon. Bye bye.